So what's up, everybody? So this is the video that I said I was going to make about why there's air. You hear air escaping back here. I don't know if people can hear it, but you can kind of hear it now. So I put this kit on, the lowering kit, on Saturday. And for those that don't know what that is, you can go look at my previous videos before this one, and you'll know what it is. I went and drove the Yukon, and for most that watch my videos all the time, you know that I live near a train track. The train track's on the other side of the woods right there. Well, periodically, there will be trains that come in both directions, but the track can only handle one of them at a time, so they have to let one train go and the other one sit still. Well, both of the times that I was, both of the spots I wanted to go, they were all blocked by trains, so I had to go down a little bit further, and that spot wasn't blocked. Well, apparently something was in the road that I either didn't see, or it fell off of something and I didn't see it, or it was already there. I don't know. But needless to say, I was driving and heard a loud thud, and I heard a bang. It sounded like something fell off the Yukon and hit the bottom of it. Obviously nothing fell off that I know of. I haven't seen anything that's fallen off. I thought maybe I didn't tighten anything, but I did tighten everything before I left. So I was like, what the fuck's the issue? So I was like, all right, no big deal. So I kept going. Well, when I would slow down, I would hear a tapping sound. It just go tap, 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 tap. And I know what that is. I've had it happen once before. I had it happen on the Colorado. And for those that have done it before or have had it happen, you know what it is. I ran over something and it got into the tire, the left rear tire. Well, apparently it was long enough that not only did it puncture the tire, it also damaged the inner fender liner, because it punched a hole in it right there, and it scratched it up, which you can't really see, but you can right there. So that was the first problem. Second problem is I plugged the hole. Whatever was in it is in the tire still, because I accidentally pushed it down into the tire. And it's fairly long, because while I was driving, I felt it start to lift the vehicle up a little bit, because I stopped at Ingles, which is near me, and I went stopped in the parking lot and got underneath it, and I heard air escaping, so that's how I knew I had a leak. So I came home, put a plug in it, and everything was fine. But then I noticed after it sitting for a little while, the tire would start to look flat, and I checked it, and it was starting to go flat. So I was like, all right, well, maybe my plug's not holding. Well, no, the plug's holding. So I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, this is stupid. Like, that literally ruined my whole day. It's still annoying. I can't stand it, because these are brand new tires. These haven't been on the damn Yukon for maybe a week or so. Maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So I was like, well, obviously there's an issue somewhere. I was like, oh, maybe the wheel's damaged or something. Well, I sprayed my plug, and my plug wasn't leaking. So I was like, what the fuck? Well, I could hear air escaping like you can hear now. So I was like, all right, well, I need to find out where it's coming from. So then I went and got behind the wheel and sprayed. And right as I sprayed, where the bead of the tire and the lip of the wheel that the bead sits up against, I sprayed it, and it started bubbling. So what I'm thinking happened, and the bead is the wheel's not damaged at all. Like, it's not cracked, it's not dented where you can see something punctured it. None of that stuff. What I think happened is whatever I ran over was too long, and instead of going straight, it kind of came in and went at an angle and went straight to the right, and it damaged the bead of the tire, which is causing it to not hold air. Like, it'll take it sitting literally over a day for it to go completely flat. Like, I'll probably come out tonight and it'll be maybe almost flat, but not really. And I'll have to just pump it up like I just did, just to move it, because I don't want to ride around on the wheel. I don't want to move it around and it damage the wheel. So what I have to do is what I did yesterday. Well, that didn't work, because I took it yesterday to a tire place, and I'm really trying to be professional and be really courteous and not throw these people under the bus. But they really wasted my time, especially with the stupid ass that worked on the shit or tried to find the leak. I can audibly hear the fucking leak right now, okay? I told the service writer, I said, okay, I said, I've got a leak on the left rear tire. I said, I've got a plug in it, but that's not where the leak is coming from. I said, the leak is coming from the bead on the inside of the tire, or the back side of the tire, or whatever. I said inside, so that should tell you inside means in fucking side, okay? Finding the plug is not very difficult. It's in between the tread, so it's easier to plug. If it was on top of the tread, or if it was at an angle, or whatever the case may be, it would have been probably a little bit harder. But it wasn't. I plugged it with no issue. So this stupid ass, I waited 2 hours for one. I sat there for 2 hours before they even pulled my Yukon in. I thought that they had already taken the wheel off, found it, and was pulling the tire off, because I heard the tire machine. But I went and walked outside, and it's sitting just like this. And this individual is laying on his side, which is what I did. So he's getting there. He jacked it up because he ain't gonna fit under it with his big ass. He wasn't fitting underneath this at all. I can fit underneath it because I'm small, so that helps. And I also jacked it up too, now that I think about it. I saw his water bottle and all that. He was spraying it, trying to look for it. And he was going to try to come and tell me that he couldn't find the leak. I said, okay. I said, so you sprayed it and you can't find the leak? He said, no. He said, it's obviously got one. I said, no fucking shit. That's why I'm here. That's why I've wasted 2 hours of my fucking day for you to find the fucking leak and tell me if the bead of the tire is destroyed and all that. Well, on top of this, I could have saved myself a 2-hour trip and asked them on the phone, hey, can y'all mount, unmount, and remount a 24-inch wheel? Because they can't. The biggest they can do is 22. So that's fucking great. So that would have been the first thing. He should have just came and told me before that, it doesn't matter what we find. We can't work on your shit anyways because it's too big. So that's the first problem. He said he couldn't find it. Then he tried to say stuff about it being a low-profile tire, which he's just spitting bullshit because I don't think this guy's even graduated high school just by how he looked. So he couldn't find it, supposedly. So I was like, if I drive this home and I take the fucking wheel off and I find the leak in the same exact spot that it was in when I looked the other day, I'm going to be really pissed. So what did I do? I brought it home. I took the wheel off. I put it up against the garage, turned the wheel around and sprayed, and what the fuck? Found it within 5 minutes. Because that's the first problem. He didn't take it off the vehicle. He should have done that. Second, I don't know what kind of fucking soap he was using, but he wasn't using very good soap. Because I can find it immediately right now. Because it's actually, if I use my hand and just feel and listen, it's going to be right around here somewhere. So it's right here. You can hear my hand hitting it. Because my plug is somewhere in the general area because it's close to the plug. Because if I feel, I might find my plug. I don't think that's it. That's just a part of the tire. That's the wear indicator. But anyways, nonetheless, he said he couldn't find it, and I fucking found it. So now I have to go and take this wheel and tire to a place that I know can mount and balance 24-inch wheels. And when I take it to these people, the people I'm going to take it to, for those that watch VinWiki and people like that, I live in Georgia, just like Ed Bolian does. So if you live in Georgia or you watch his stuff or both, you know that he uses Butler tire. And they, I believe, road force balance wheels and tires, which means they don't just put it on a machine that freewheels it and spins it and says, all right, this is where the weight needs to go. They do that, but the machine actually puts pressure on the tire and finds it a lot more accurately. And with wheels this big, it definitely helps to get it road balanced. So when they do that, I'm going to get them to road balance all four. So I'm not going to do that until my day off because I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting up there. So it'll be Monday before I do that. But this is one of the reasons why I didn't make the video for the Yukon for this long. Because it's already Thursday, and I did this past Saturday. So, because I can't really drive it, because if I drive it and the tire's too flat, the sidewall is going to be ruined, then the wheel might get damaged, and I don't want to risk the rim getting damaged. The tire, I'm 90% sure is useless to me. It's no good. The bead is damaged. I can't use it. There's no fixing it. There's no patching it. There's nothing you can do. You could try to spray some kind of slime bullshit in there to try to fix it, but that's only a permanent solution. I mean, a temporary solution. That's not permanent. I have a visitor. But, so that's what's going on with this. It's really irritating because, like I said, I want to drive the Yukon. I really do. And it looks good. I like the way it looks. But I can't drive it. And, like, I could put my spare on it, but I don't know how old the spare tire is that was underneath this because I don't have it under it right now because the exhaust would get in the way. I could put the AT4 wheels back on it, but I don't want to do that because, for one, I paid the money for all these wheels. I'm going to use them. And two, they're in my building back there behind a bunch of other tires and shit, and I don't want to dig them back out. I could just get the one, but I don't want to do that. So here we are. So, like I said, I'll take it Monday. I'll let everybody know what's going on with it, what they say, because I want the same exact tire I have now. I don't want to have like a Yokohama here, and then the other three be Ironmans. That's fucking stupid. And I know that place is probably going to be like, well, we don't sell that cheap tire here. I'm like, well, then don't fucking fix it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Just tell me what's wrong with it, and I'll go about my way. That's it. That's all I need to know. Like, I'll go buy the tire and bring it back, and y'all can put it on. So, anyway, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Now you know what's going on with it. And, yeah, so I'll let y'all know what happens. See y'all later.